Hello, good morning everybody. Welcome to my Facebook Live this morning. It is Monday, the 6th of April. So who's getting confused at what day it is and what are you doing now in this lockdown period? So I don't like to call it lockdown. I like to call it a restoration period. So this morning I wanted to come to Facebook and share with you amazing people my 6 hot tips on how to create new routines. So I am also live here on Instagram. My phone's on this side, my laptop's here. So if you're joining me now, make sure you say in the comments, hi. I'd love to know what you're doing right now in this restoration period. So I want to share with you some hot tips on how you can create new routines. And I was doing this preparation last night, and the last tip is the best. So hang about for the last one because today is, I like to call it Mind Flex Monday. So it's about flexing our mind, not being set in one fixed mindset. So right now during this time, everybody's adjusting. We've all come to accept where we are with our jobs, whether we have a job or not have a job, whether we're working half days, whether we're doing a combination of working from home, maybe we're fully from home. So for me, I have adjusted to working at home. I've done the first full week last week from home, and it was really, really fun, actually. I didn't think I would like doing the online training. It's different, I get that, but it was really, really good. I enjoyed it, and I got lots of feedback from my amazing clients who have kept up their training during this time, and they're all enjoying it as well. And the same thing, they didn't think they would work out as hard at home, but in fact they're working even harder. So that's fantastic to hear. So let me share some tips with you on how to create new routines in your new lifestyle. So the first one is accepting where you are at this time. So morning Bryony, morning Jess, morning Amanda. We are talking about routines, and the first one, we want to accept our new current situation. So accept if we're working from home, part-time, not at all. And I know that can be a little disappointing and depressed that you don't have a job. But, Centrelink, the government has given us all these amazing packages. Yes. So make sure you get access to those and do your best. And, cut back on your expenses where you can, obviously. So adjusting to your new income. For me, my income went down dramatically as well. I am now adjusting to that. But I'm also saving money now. Some things have been put on hold. I'm able to now start to save a little bit of money during this time. So I'm looking forward to seeing my bank balance actually grow. So that's going to be pretty cool. So I'm going to start now looking this week for a virtual personal trainer for myself. Before all of this happened, I was starting to go see a personal trainer, trying to find someone for me. Now I can do it. I've got access to so many more people. So I can do it online. So that is our tip. My tip number one is to accept the situation you're in and go from there. So tip number 2, eating. Oh my God, who's eating more now being at home because you're there? The fridge is there. You walk past it. The cupboard's there. You walk past it. Let me give you a hot tip for this one. Out of sight, out of mind. All right. If you don't want to eat it, hide it. Or don't buy it. Simple. But definitely without eating, some people eat because they're bored. Some people eat just because it's there. That's me in both of those. So we need to plan and prep our meals. So if you were doing this before this lockdown period, then you need to continue to do that. If you want to go onto my website, I've got a 30-day meal plan there. If you're a member of mine, you're in the VIP group, I've got another different 30-day meal plan as well. You can also download a 40 low-carb recipe ebook from me if you go onto my website. So there's lots of stuff that you can do to help you plan and prep during this time. Now that you're at home, if that's your situation, you've got family at home. So maybe you could get your family involved. Maybe you could share the cooking. All right, you don't have to do it all the time. You can ask for help. It is okay. Now, you might be thinking, oh, I suck at cooking. I can't cook. Well, do you have more time on your hands? Can you learn how to cook? So morning Diane, morning Sharon, morning Sky. We are going through some new routines. So give me some thumbs up, some love, some likes if you're loving this new lifestyle of yours. So planning and prepping our meals is most important. So get the family involved, try new recipes. Like I said, I've got a 40 low carb recipe ebook. I've got 2 lots of 30-day meal plans with lots of variety. I share recipes on my Facebook and Instagram all the time. So if you look back at those, the link will be there to download those. If you don't cook, if you suck at cooking, now's the time to learn. All right? Look for online cooking. Pick basic recipes. You can do this. All right. So tip number 3, sleep. Ooh, who's been having trouble sleeping at the moment? Because you know why? This here, technology. You're always on the screen. You get up in the morning, you're on the screen. You go to bed at night, you're on the screen. So we need to make sure that we get good quality sleep. So set yourself a bedtime and a wake up time. Same day, every day, or Monday to Friday, whatever you want to choose. Have the same set bedtime and the same wake time. So I'm still getting up at 4 a.m., doing my 20-minute meditation and then starting my day. The difference is I'm just not going out the door. I'm just sitting here. So I still go to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock every night, and I read before I go to bed. So I've still got my sleep routine happening. So I encourage you, if you are working from home, when you are sitting in front of the computer, get yourself some blue blockers. All right, that's going to reduce the blue rays coming from the screen, because when that is coming into your eyes, into your brain, it's going to keep you more awake. So try and reduce your screen time and have that set time for your work as well. So have a set bedtime, sleep time, set work time, and finish time. All right, get up and move from your desk every 90 minutes. All right, so they're our first 3. So accept your new situation. Eating, make sure you plan and prep, get the family involved, try new things, try new recipes. Sleep, set a bedtime, a wake time, read before you go to bed. Get yourself some blue blockers. Try and avoid the coffee before bed because that'll keep you awake. Number 4 is exercise. So who gave up their exercise before lockdown? If you did, don't feel bad. It's okay, because everybody went into panic mode, and everybody, made some decision at some point that they're going to stop training, and that's okay. Maybe you're continuing training at home, and that's okay as well. But we want to, now if you're working from home, if this is your new situation, maybe that incidental exercise is not there anymore. Okay, maybe the 10,000 steps you're struggling to get. So we are allowed to go out and walk for our daily exercise. Make sure you get the 10,000 steps every day. Make it your mission during isolation to get 10,000 steps every day. So not only will you get that activity in, it's going to get you out in the sun, which will help your vitamin D levels, okay? Because being inside all the time, vitamin D levels are going to drop, then your immune system is going to be compromised. So we want to make sure we get that vitamin D, all right? Because that's going to help boost our immunity, plus increase our strong bone strength, all right? Also, being out in the fresh air, it's going to help with your mental health. So just getting away from the screens, getting away from technology and going for a walk. So let's get our 10,000 steps in. So walking is great for all of those benefits that I've just mentioned, but what about the muscles? We want to, if you don't use it, you lose it. You want to be strength training still. You still want to be building muscle, right? Because muscle is, if you don't have lean muscle, your metabolism is going to slow down. And the only way to boost up your metabolism is to increase your lean muscle mass. So ladies, if you're not doing any kind of strength training, I urge you to do some strength training, because we want to keep those muscles strong to keep our metabolism up. The last thing we want to do is fall back behind the line, and when we do start back to what will be normal, we don't want to lose that muscle that we've gained. All right, and we don't want to lose any, especially from those who are over 30, me, those who are heading into menopause or are in menopause, you want to make sure you keep that lean muscle up, because if you don't use it, you lose it 1% every year. And then when you go through menopause, you lose it even quicker. All right, so we want to make sure you keep strength training. I can't stress that enough. So flex the muscles. All right, so also with our exercise, if you haven't started meditation, I urge you to start meditation. I've been going now for 113 days. I use an app called Insight Timer. I started with just 2 minutes a day, and then I built that up to 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and then I just went from 5 to 10, and then I went 10 to 15, and now I'm on 20 minutes a day. So 20 minutes a day, and I do this at 4 a.m. in the morning because that is the most quietest time in my house. The kids are still asleep, and it was 20 minutes earlier I had to get up, which was a little struggle to start with, but I now just do it without even thinking. So I'm up to 20 minutes, and I listen to a guided meditation, but the last few mornings I've been just putting the timer on with some music and doing a meditation called Ho'oponopono. And this is a Hawaiian prayer that you repeat 4 phrases to yourself, and it's cleansing inside of you to help those around you, because what you are is a projection, well, what's around you is a projection of self. So if you can cleanse yourself, you're going to heal those around you and your world. All right? So if you want to learn more about Ho'oponopono, join me tonight at 8 p.m. for a meditation. That is going to be our meditation tonight. So 8 p.m. it's a free meditation. I'll put the link in the group later. So exercise is tip number 4. Make sure you do it. And if you were doing it at 5:30 in the morning before lockdown, continue to do it at 5:30 in the morning. If you were doing it in the afternoon, continue to do it in the afternoon. Now, if you've got the kids at home, maybe it's just getting the kids to join in with you. And that's good, because when the kids see you active, they'll grow up knowing that mum exercises and she's active and you're active. So I've been making my kids come for a walk with me every morning, and I'm super excited. My baby comes home on Thursday, and she will be coming for a walk with me as well. And we're going to do this every day. And I've been walking more every day. Usually it was only a Wednesday and a Sunday. Now it's every day. So that's my new routine. So as soon as I'm finished this live, I'll have breakfast, I'll teach another class, and then go for a walk. So that's a new routine for me. Number 5, make sure you keep hydrated. So we want to make sure we drink 2 to 3 liters of water every day. If we're at home, minimal coffee, still 1 to 2 cups a day, and try not to have it after midday because then that will impact on your sleep routine, and we want to try and have good quality sleep. And just because you're at home doesn't mean you have to have the extra wine or the alcohol. So we want to still try and reduce that intake of alcohol, okay? I know things can be stressful, but we don't need to turn to alcohol to reduce the stress. All right, so stay hydrated. Now, number 6, this is my favorite. All right, how do we put all of those 5 tips into action? All right, and this is what we call systems. So we want to create better systems in this time. And what do I mean by a system? So a system is a process that leads us to results. All right, so we might set a goal, all right, for during the next 3 months that we're going to exercise every day. We're going to plan and prep. We're going to walk. We're going to do strength training. We might set a goal that we're going to do this for 3 months, right? Because this is where we're at now in lockdown, is 3 months. So goals are great, but achieving goals is only a momentary change. So, in 3 months' time, you may have achieved it, but then, once you've achieved your goal, it's basically it, right? So to create long-lasting change, we need to solve the problems at a systems level. So remember, systems are the processes that lead to the results. So the goal is here. What steps are we going to do along the way every day to keep going? Okay, so the purpose of setting goals is to win the game, But the purpose of building systems is to continue playing the game. So once the goal is achieved, we want to be able to continue on. So we can create better systems around our diet, around our sleep, around our exercise, around staying hydrated, around our situations. All right, so this is where we're at. We want to build systems. So it's doing the small things every day that make small changes that create big change. All right, so your goal might be to lose weight and improve your fitness, but what are your systems going to be around achieving these goals and continue to achieving these goals? Put your hands up, put in the comments if you understand what I'm talking about with systems. All right, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'd love to know. We want to create better systems. So systems are going to give you the results long term. All right, so it's consistency. It's the 1% improvements every single day that take part in the larger system. All right, so I've just read an amazing book and it's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. So if you want to learn more about systems and creating habits, then I would suggest you read that book. All right, I've just ordered another 5 books from Booktopia. So this is going to keep me busy because my goal this year was to read 1 book a month. So I never read a book in March. There was so much going on last month that I started to read a book, but it just wasn't what I wanted to read at this time. So I haven't read a book in March. So I ordered 5 new books from where I'm at right now, and hopefully they come soon. So at the moment I'm reading a book, but it's okay whether I continue to read that book. I might put that aside when my new ones come in. But this is for me creating a system to learn and read from a book. So reading that book 10 minutes every night. So my system is I go in the shower, have a hot shower, I make sure all the lights are off in the house, I go get in the bed and I read for 10 minutes. 10, or not 10 minutes, sorry, I do 10 pages, and then lights go out, I go to bed. That's my system, and I do it every single night. All right, so what systems can you create today that's going to help you create longer lasting changes? So every single day, 1% better every day. So let me just recap before we finish off this morning. So if you agree with anything, please write in the comments, write a comment. We've got a few of you on this morning, and I'd love for you to engage with me because sometimes it can be a little lonely here by yourself when you're just talking to a screen. So make sure you put in the emojis, send me some love. We all could do with a little love. So this morning we are talking about some hot tips on how to create new routines. Tip number 1 is accept our new current situation. So if we're unemployed, maybe we're looking at upskilling, finding courses online that we could do during this time. So when we go back to our work, we'll be better in our skills, or maybe we don't go back to that same job. Maybe we go to a new job because now we've got more qualifications on our belt. If we're working from home, set work times, have a workspace, get the kids in a routine, move every 90 minutes from your desk, set an alarm on your phone. So that could be a system. You set your alarm every 90 minutes. That will keep you on track, and you do this every single day, and that's going to get you those longer results, right? Maybe you're still working, so you want to create better systems on routine because now you maybe have new childcare arrangements. Keep your routines if you are still working. Our tip number 2 was for eating, so plan and prep our meals, get the family involved, take turns in cooking. If you don't cook, if you suck at cooking, learn to cook. It's time, all right? Get simple recipes, and I've got 2 lots of 30-day meal plans, a recipe ebook, all on my website for you to download. Sleep, create good healthy sleeping patterns, so same bedtime, same wake time. Get yourself some blue blockers, avoid the screen before bed, no coffee after midday, no alcohol. Number 4 was exercise. Guys, girls, we need to keep up with that lean muscle. So if you're not flexing the muscle, you're going to lose it. So use it or lose it, your choice. So walking is great, 10,000 steps a day, great for mental health, getting the vitamin D in. But if you already had a decent level of fitness before you stopped, then seriously, walking is not going to cut it. All right. So walking for me at the moment is not going to cut it because, you know, I do jump fit and I was doing some running before. So walking is just keeping me out, getting that vitamin D, keeping my bones strong. Great for mental health. All right. Great to connect with the family, especially if your whole family's going with you. So yes, I'm doing more weight training now during this time because I'm actually doing more on this side of the screen to show my clients. So more muscle flexing, meditate every day, start with 2 minutes, work up to 10. I use an app called Insight Timer. Join me tonight at 8 p.m. on Facebook and we've got a guided meditation there for you. Number 5 is stay hydrated. And again, set an alarm, create a system around hydration. What can you do every 90 minutes? What are you drinking? Where are you drinking from? Like, are you got a glass? Have you got a bottle? Create a system. No alcohol, no coffee. And that is number 6. The most important one is create better systems. So remember, goals are about the results you want to achieve. Systems are about the process that lead to those results. Achieving a goal is only a momentary change. So if you want to create longer lasting change, you need to solve the problems at the system level, all right? So the purpose of setting goals is to win the game, but the purpose of building systems is continue playing the game. It's making those 1% changes every day that take a bigger part in the system. So hands up if you agree, hands up if you're going to create systems today and set some new routines because it is a new way of living. We need to adjust. So if you have any comments, questions, please write it below. If you need any help, I'm offering 15-minute coaching calls. So whatever it may be, if you need someone to talk to, you can give me a buzz and we'll talk. You can send me a message. There's lots of stuff coming your way. I'm here to help. And yeah, that's our Monday Mind Flex. So join me tonight at 8 p.m. for a free guided meditation. Wednesday, we also have Workout Wednesday, which is also a free workout. And yeah, if you want to join some online virtual classes, they work like this. Not like this, because you see me and I see you. So right now I cannot see you. I know you're there watching, but I cannot see you. So our virtual classes, you see me, I see you, and we do it together. All right, we do it together and it is fun. All right, so we work the muscles, we're flexing the muscles, we're building strong muscles. So if you're keen, send me a DM and I'll be happy to have a chat. So that is all this morning. Now this is my system. I do my Facebook Live. Now I'll go have breakfast, then I do a class, then I go for a walk. So what's your systems? Write in the comments. What's your system? I'd love to know and I'll see you next time. Have an amazing Monday.